A desperate escape to revelations of shocking abuse. After enduring years of horrific mistreatment behind the doors of this beautiful house of horrors, Sebastian Rogers just vanished into thin air. Hello, True Crime Stories family. Welcome back. As time passes by, we are becoming more concerned about Sebastian's disappearance. He has been missing for over a month now, while Madeline Soto, who went missing on the same day, has been found. The remains found in Kingsport, Tennessee, belong to an adult male. It wasn't Sebastian. It's truly unfortunate that TBI is failing to keep Seth in the loop regarding the case and is now angry with him for speaking out about their poor communication. It's important for all parties involved to maintain open and transparent communication to ensure a fair and just outcome. What was all the drama about at Sebastian's vigil? It's important to set the record straight. Seth said that Jaden was wrongly accused of pulling a firearm at Sebastian's vigil. It's crucial to understand that he is on Seth's team. Jaden's intentions were to ask questions to ensure that everything was going smoothly. It has been reported that there was a possible sighting of Sebastian at a speedway in Jackson, Tennessee. However, Seth received a call regarding this matter while on the Pascal show. After reviewing the footage, it was confirmed that the person seen at the gas station was not Sebastian. Seth reached out to TBI on the Pascal show, inquiring about whether they had located the clothing that Sebastian was wearing when he was last seen leaving Texas Roadhouse. We are eagerly waiting for a response from Seth, and if the Proudfoots are unable to produce the clothing, it could be a sign that something happened to Sebastian after he left Texas Roadhouse and did not make it home. Seth is currently under doctor's orders to stay off his feet, so he is resting at home and thinking about the next game plan. If you have any ideas on where Seth should search, please let us know. We are fully committed to assisting Seth in finding Sebastian. Despite the circumstances, Seth is trying to remain positive and hopeful. He does not want to consider the possibility that the Proudfoots may be involved in Sebastian's disappearance, even though nothing adds up. We believe Seth's account of the accident involving Sebastian. It's clear that Katie took advantage of this incident to falsely depict Seth as a violent person. Her underlying motive was to get him evicted from the house they shared while going through their divorce proceedings. We also believe that Katie wanted Seth out of their marital home so that she could have Chris over and be able to spend more time with him. Seth mentioned that Katie had a relationship with Chris before they got divorced. We must question Katie's intentions. If Seth was such a bad parent, why did she allow their son to spend time with him and agreed to let him live with Seth? The truth is that their son yearned to be with his father because of the love and care he received from him. Seth made him feel comfortable and cherished. It's time to question the credibility of Katie's accusations against Seth. Her actions suggest that her intentions are far from honorable. The eerie similarities between Gannon and Sebastian's case. Gannon's stepmom, Letitia, was his caretaker while his dad was deployed with the National Guard. She brutally took his life, but she initially lied and made a missing child report. They both were a part of blended families. The biological parents of Gannon and Sebastian were separated during their disappearance. They both had step-parents in their life that didn't like them and didn't want to take care of them. Both of their biological fathers were away at work when they went missing. Gannon's father was away on active military duty, and Sebastian's father was 45 minutes away at his job. In both cases, investigators initially conducted a limited search of the residence and took a report from Letitia and Katie. Right now, investigators don't have any evidence to indicate what could have happened to Sebastian because protocols weren't followed. The house wasn't considered a possible crime scene. It wasn't taped off with crime scene tape, and the house wasn't fully analyzed by investigators for evidence. If there's any evidence inside of the house, it could be contaminated or already cleaned. At this point, we agree with Seth that investigators need to go back and start over from day one. In criminal cases, forensic scientists are often involved in the search for and examination of physical traces that might be useful for establishing or excluding an association between someone suspected of committing a crime and the scene of the crime or victim. Luminol is a chemical used to detect trace amounts of blood at crime scenes. Luminol reacts with iron found in hemoglobin found in blood. When applied, luminol emits a blue glow when a reaction occurs. The positive reaction to luminol combined with other evidence is normally used in the probable cause affidavit with criminal cases. There needs to be a forensic analysis done at the Proudfoot's house, garage, and backyard to rule out the possibility of a crime being committed there, including luminol testing to make sure it's not any blood or DNA evidence. We hope that investigators get a search warrant and have the Proudfoots come back to Hendersonville to seize their RV and vehicles, then get it towed to their evidence facility to let the evidence response team conduct a forensic search of their RV and vehicles to see if they can identify evidence that the first investigators or the naked eye could have missed. The GPS and data tracker on the Proudfoot's RV and vehicles also need to be examined to figure out the locations that these vehicles traveled to and from. In Gannon's case, traces of blood were found inside of their house, his room, their garage, cars, and trunk using luminol. If investigators didn't use luminol, they wouldn't have evidence that a crime happened without finding Gannon's body. Luminol testing is very important. If a crime is committed, it helps paint a picture of the crime scene and help investigators figure out what happened based on things like blood splatter and placement. Luminol testing shows us what the human eye can't see. The decision to use luminol can make a difference when it comes to a case getting solved and a case going cold. Do you think there's evidence inside of the Proudfoot's house that investigators missed? Letitia and Katie both lied to the public saying they were cleared as suspects. Cooperating with investigators and upset about being accused of not searching for Gannon and Sebastian. They both left town, coincidentally, for the same reason. Letitia ran from Colorado to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Katie ran with her husband in their RV from Tennessee to Horn Lake, Mississippi, where they were last spotted, in a campground called Yogi Bear. People are upset with them, riding by and yelling, "Where is Sebastian? How could the Proudfoots just sit in the background and do nothing while the authorities, Seth, and hundreds of volunteers are looking tirelessly for Sebastian?" Nobody in the Proudfoots neighborhood is buying the story that they are selling. They believe the Proudfoots are hiding something, especially Chris. Are you aware of the rumors circulating about the Proudfoots' plan to sell their house? It's not confirmed, although it seems highly likely that the rumors are true. Neither Chris nor Katie has been spotted working lately. Katie been traveling with her husband, making it unlikely that she has returned to work. It's hard to imagine how they could afford to pay their mortgage, insurance, and bills without a job. Why do you think investigators didn't follow protocols at the Proudfoots' house? Does the Proudfoots family know someone in law enforcement? Or was law enforcement thrown off by the Proudfoots' beautiful, spacious house? When they stepped into the beautiful house of horrors, every room was immaculate and sparkling clean with nothing out of order.
I mean, I didn't see anything unusual in their home. It's actually very beautiful, very spacious, and it's a beautiful neighborhood, a lot of big houses.
Was law enforcement thrown off by the Proudfoots' kind demeanor? The Proudfoots appeared as kind, loving people on the surface.
They were very nice and cordial with me and my mother and my friend Ethan, and I have no idea. It is a mystery.
Letitia and Katie both took Gannon and Sebastian out. They had one last fun day before going missing. Letitia took Gannon out to eat at Burger King and Petco before he went missing. Katie took Sebastian to BJ's where he got a colossal popcorn. Then they went bowling and went out to eat at Texas Roadhouse before he went missing. Although investigators never confirmed Katie's story, and Seth hasn't seen any footage of Sebastian going bowling, Letitia and Katie were the last known people to see the missing child and the only known adult supervising them on the days before they went missing. Gannon and Sebastian both had issues with having accidents on themselves before their disappearance, possibly related to the trauma they were experiencing at home. Letitia and Katie both put their reputation ahead of trying to find Gannon and Sebastian. They both tried to control the narrative, while both biological dads were out looking for their sons. They continuously changed their evolving story and the facts surrounding their story. Initially, Letitia said Gannon never came back from a friend's house. Then she changed her story to he was kidnapped. Katie said Sebastian played in his bedroom and went to bed before he vanished. Then she changed her story to she heard a thump before he vanished. Watch our video about the inconsistencies in the Proudfoots interviews. Letitia and Katie both lied about searching the neighborhood for Gannon and Sebastian after they went missing. Letitia was supposed to have gone to Gannon's friend's house and looked for him around the neighborhood, but she wasn't seen on camera searching for him. Katie was supposed to be on the phone with Chris as she looked around the neighborhood for Sebastian, but she wasn't seen on camera searching for him. When Letitia didn't want to answer questions, she lied, saying, "I can't talk because it would compromise Gannon's case." Katie and Chris also lied when they didn't want to answer questions, saying, "I can't talk because it would ruin the integrity of Sebastian's case." Letitia cleaned Gannon's room after he went missing, and Katie cleaned Sebastian's room after he went missing.
They did want me to see Sebastian's room, but unfortunately I didn't have the chance to. I got so carried away with his mother showing pictures of Sebastian, and it was a bittersweet moment. However, my colleague Ethan did enter Sebastian's room with Chris, and what my colleague tells me is that the room was clean, it was ordinary, there was a private bathroom, a twin bed, and a window that faces the front yard.
Coincidentally, construction was going on in both of their neighborhoods during Gannon and Sebastian's disappearance. Letitia lied and said she got a guy from the construction site in her neighborhood named Eduardo to fix the carpet after Gannon burnt the carpet with a candle. Eduardo was supposed to have R worded her and kidnapped Gannon. A dog hit on Sebastian's scent at the construction site in his neighborhood. When people searched for Gannon, they wore his favorite color blue. When people search for Sebastian or go to a vigil, they wear his favorite color green. The timing of Katie's shopping trip is suspicious. Did Katie plan to go shopping at BJ's the day before Sebastian went missing? Did she purchase any items that could be used for cleaning? Trash bags, vinegar, baking soda, baby oil. These are some of the items Letitia purchased to clean the crime scene. Baking soda and vinegar help to remove blood stains. The striking similarities between Gannon and Sebastian's case suggest a strong possibility of a significant correlation between them. By investigating these similarities, we can uncover valuable insights and shed light on the underlying factors that surrounding their disappearances. It is therefore imperative that we carefully analyze the evidence and explore every lead to uncover the truth. Letitia was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole for Gannon's death. We pray that Sebastian is found alive. Don't forget to like and subscribe.